Hi, and welcome to this on-air talk session on virtualized IP playout. In this session, we are looking at how traditional broadcast technologies are evolving, and IT departments are merging with TV broadcast engineering teams to form the next generation of playout solutions. This new generation of playout is based on a standardized hardware solutions that can virtualize many playouts in a way that IT departments have been operating for servers and services for years. Now, IP and specifically baseband IP using the SMPTE 2110 protocol will be leveraged to do away with a lot of traditional broadcast technologies and to use virtual machines to play out using IP-based video. Joining us from our office in Rio de Janeiro is Bruno Parreiras, Country Manager for Brazil and Wtvision founder. Welcome, Bruno.
Hi, Alex. Hello, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity to discuss a bit about this project we decided to embrace.
So I understand you've been recently challenged by Rede Amazônica in Brazil to implement a master control room as a central casting solution for Rede Amazônica in Brazil. Can you tell us a little bit about this project?
For sure. So Rede Amazônica, it's a TV Globe affiliate network TV channel, which has 15 channels network all across Amazonica state. So they decided to make an investment from top to bottom on the company itself, covering in the entire IT infrastructure. And the broadcast project is just a part of the entire project. So the challenge is actually a mix of several things and goals, of course. So they want to have a better performance, operational-wise, technically-wise, and they want to control better the workflow of the entire network. So besides the central casting model, of course, it pushes always to have lower operation requests and huge technical setup. They also decided to make a bet on the future and to push for the edge of the technology that we have now on the market and go for IP and for virtualized environment. So, of course, Wtvision receiving this briefing and this challenge, and accordingly to our DNA, we decided to embrace this project and empower not only the partners, but of course to certify our systems to be able to deliver the solution that presents a turning point, definitely for the Brazilian market and the generation change for the future.
So, big project, I see. So the idea of this is to use the hyperconvergence technology from Cisco and the spine leaf networking infrastructure to deal with the video using fully virtualized playouts running Channel Maker. Now, for this, we have partnered with Mellanox, recently acquired by NVIDIA, who have this amazing, powerful networking infrastructure. And together, we have implemented the SMPTE 2110 protocol for video, audio, and data so that each of these virtualized channels can take baseband video in and output baseband video to be able to send it to IP-based switchers and distribution equipments. So we talked with André Cachopas, our video tech lead at Wtvision, who led this implementation effort, to find out how this came about. Take a listen.
Hello everyone. Welcome to our laboratory where we test and develop most of our applications, including the most recent one, the 2110 in a virtualized environment. Here behind me, it's our playground, as we call it. Let's take a look. Just a small note, take into consideration that our coding skills are a little bit better than our cable management. Here we have our servers, and we have this new one that we are using for the virtualization of 2110. Here we can see the connection of 100 gigabits SFP, that we can fit most of these data that we pass through these cables, we can fit it into this single one. implementing the 2110, it was an interesting journey, especially when our background is mainly SDI. So it will be interesting to see up next. Here is our implementation of 2110. In this case, it's working in a virtualized environment. As you can guess, it's the same as the SDI one. So taking a close look, we can see that currently we are working with a multicast, but we also support unicast. Regarding the IP session, we have the network layer, video, audio, data. The PTP one, it's not configured. Here is a full screen of the video. Thanks for joining. That's all from me. Taking back to you, Alex.
So the Rede Amazônica project looks like an amazing challenge. Can you tell us what this central casting model entails and why it's important for clients in Brazil?
Indeed, we have been delivering several MCR central cast projects during the last few years here in Brazil. The thing is that Brazil geographic size is a driver for the TVs to create channels network. And with this, they segmented the advertising and the local production, but also including global production as well. This has been a winning business model for all of them for the last few years, but presently the economic crisis and the scenarios that we are living in, and also the advertising investments that are being segmented towards other digital platforms, made our partners rethink the technical and also the operational existent models and push to implement central cast models. Sometimes also with remote casting options too. So in order to lower their costs and have more control on the entire workflow, this is the main goal. And this is we've been working on with the market in order to deliver entire automated workflows, which have already been proved on the last couple of years that allows for better performance, and even sometimes the changes impact are quite complicated to be managed and demands quite an effort for all involved areas, not only the technical area, but operational management and so on and so on. So it's a huge challenge for everybody.
I understand there's a lot of change, but how different will it be to use Channel Maker in this virtualized context versus what you would normally expect from an SDI-based non-virtualized solution?
So from the user perspective, there should be not any difference. It should remain exactly the same. That's our goal, of course. But from the technical perspective, indeed, there's a huge turn on the way the AI used to work now, with complete new concepts, new equipment, that at the end of the day is the best use case about broadcast technology convergence to the IT world we are living in.
Speaking of IT, what about IT teams and broadcast teams? Will they be merging together? Will broadcast engineers have to be trained in IP-based networking technologies, understand these opportunities, but also some challenges in terms of the existing workforce?
For sure. This is a reality that we are living in, and it's not only for this project. Nowadays, the majority of the broadcast solutions and workflows are more and more immersed with IT technology. Day by day, this immersion is increasing. So, of course, that this project is indeed the edge of this convergence. From my view, the broadcast professionals should have already started to dive on this IT world a few years ago, to be prepared and ready now and for the next few years. But today, we can see that it is indeed mandatory. But the challenges are not only for the broadcast teams, including, if we include PCR automation projects on this set, which we are also delivering here, we see that these new workflows are challenging all kinds of areas. from the operators to the journalists, from broadcasts and IT professionals, of course, but also up to management. Our mission today is to deliver tools that enable all of them to do more with less resources and less workloads. That's the main goal. And we all are relying on the technology and adapting the technology to each partner and each project goal. More important is to be able to evolve in time, improving the performance and the solution itself, and delivering added value through time in the future.
Sounds amazing. So when will this specific project be launched then?
So the plan is to start testing a smaller set of channels during January next year, and to go on air on March. But of course, there's a lot of technology involved, a lot of different partners working together. So these goals, these dates may change a bit with time, but this is the plan for now.
Well, it's going to be exciting to see this and how it's going to change the landscape for on-premise playout in Brazil and frankly around the world. So thanks a lot, Bruno, for sharing your insights and for sharing the project with us.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, everybody. And it's a pleasure to talk about this project, because I really feel that's a huge step towards the future on the broadcast market.
Okay, and thank you for watching this On Air Talk. If you want to know more about virtualized IP and how we may help you play out your current or next channel using this technology, check out wtvision.com/channelmaker. Thank you and goodbye.